Good morning, students. This is the second day of our English class, and today I would like to speak to you about the B reading of our textbook. The textbook is, the heading is, every success story is also a story of great failures. So what is the meaning of that? Usually we speak about success and we say that the story of success is also the story of failure. So opposite words are connected together. So we have to understand what is actually this. So there is a famous author, Tom Watson Sr. He is telling something, it is given in our textbook. We will see from that. Failure is the highway to success. And if you want to succeed, double your failure rate. So, what Tom Watson, a great author, is telling us, a motivational speaker is telling us, if you want to be successful, double your failure rate. So, whenever we fail, we find out that as an experience, and from there we will come to a new level of learning. The experience makes us to understand things in a better manner. That is what is the meaning of this particular sentence. So in the history we will see that there are many great stories of success, and that stories are also stories of failure. But people will say, what they say, he was at the right place at the right time and he got lucky. But before being lucky, before being successful, he had to struggle a lot. There was a lot of struggle for him, and after that he became successful, and people speak about his success without seeing the failure that he has done. That's the meaning of it. And the author Shivagera is telling us or giving us the example of Abraham Lincoln. I think you may be knowing Abraham Lincoln. He is the 16th President of America. And now we know him as a great personality. At the age of 52, he became the President of America. And his failure started from at the age of 21. He attempted in the business at 21, failed. At 22, he was defeated into the legislative assembly. Then he was failed in business at the age of 24. Then his sweetheart died at the age of 26. Then he had a nervous breakdown at the age of 27, and he was defeated in the congregational race at the age of 34, and his attempt to become a vice president failed at the age of 47, and at the age of 52 he became the President of America. So can you say that becoming the President of America, he is a successful person? Till that time, he was having a lot of failure in his life. So, if you fail, don't think that it's just the end of everything. He did not find the failure as the end of everything. He found it as a detour to continue, a motivational force, and became successful. And I'll see another example, that is of Lee De Forest. In 1913, he was sentenced for punishment by the court because he tried to manipulate the people to buy his shares in the market, telling that he will be able to send a voice beyond Atlantic. And at that time it was not possible for them to think about it. But now we know that what happened with him, he was able to amplify the voice and not there, you cannot listen to this particular class at your home. We cannot see the TV. We cannot use our cell phones. We cannot use our radios. All these came from this particular amplifying system, which has the beginning with the triodes. So at that time he was considered as a failure. Now another case I'll tell you. That's about Wright brothers. And you may be knowing who is Wright brothers. They have found out the aeroplane. At that time it was said that it's not possible. December 10th, 1910, it was published in the New York Times that it is an impossibility that a thing which is having more gravity than air will ever fly in the sky. That's what it was said. But after 1 week, where he was able to make it fly, Kitty Hawk. The place is Kitty Hawk. 100 meters only he was able to fly the first aeroplane. But now we know what all things are happening around the world. Without aeroplane, can we think about our life, modern life? Yes, that's what. If you think that it is possible for us to make a failure into success. Another example is that of Colonel Sanders. Colonel, that is not a colonel, it's colonel. Pronunciation of that particular word is colonel. Colonel Sanders, at the age of 65, was a broken man. He had just $100 with him. That also given by the Social Security Department. And after that, he had a big car also. With the car, he wanted to do some business. What he did is, he has thought about it. He thought about the recipe that was made by his mother. He prepared a chicken and took it to different houses. It is said that he has gone to 1,000 houses and then only he got the first order. Now it is very famous all over the world. You might have also heard, and some might have eaten also, KFC chicken. At least you might have seen a lot of advertisement in the TV. It is there in India also now. Kentucky Fried Chicken. So famous. Now he is one of the richest person. Okay, he may not be there now, but his family is continuing the legacy. And another person that I would like to speak is Walt Disney. That is, his story is also given. Now you know about Disneyland, and in Disneyland, how much this particular, the animated series, Mickey Mouse, you know very well, Donald Duck, you know very well. And this particular person was rejected by many newspaper editors, telling that he doesn't have any quality, no talent at all. Then he was hired by a pastor in a church, a priest in a church, and he was told that he will be able to, he can draw some animated picture. So while he was sitting there, he saw a rat coming out of a hole. It was an interesting thing for him. He drew the picture, and it was the beginning of Mickey Mouse. And that has created the legacy, particularly for the, the Disneyland, the world famous Disneyland now. Now, what is happening around? We have to see. I'll read a small sentence from the textbook. Successful people don't do great things. They only do small things in a great way. So everyone is doing the things in the same manner. And they don't do great things. They do things that are very in a normal way. But they do with great enthusiasm. See what we are doing now also. Some schools may not be teaching. Some schools might have left the children as it is. Some parents may be thinking, why should we worry? we will study afterwards. But we are so dedicated that we attend the classes, we take the classes, in order that we may be successful person, successful people. That's what it is said. Then we will see another case. Thomas Alva Edison, who is having more than 1,000 patents in his name. And in that we will see what happened to him. He went to the school. 4 months he was in the school. His teacher wrote a letter and kept it in his pocket and said, "Your Tom is a stupid fellow. He cannot study anything." And his mother took it, read it, and she said, "No, he is not a stupid fellow. I will teach him myself." And with the 4 months of formal schooling in a school, he has become one of the great inventor of the world. And we will come to know about him again. And afterwards we will see, at the age of 65, his manufacturing unit was burned off. At the age of 65. And what he said is, see that all our mistakes are burned off. We can start new. That is the greatness of the mind. Sometimes we may be feeling that it's a great failure. We are not able to do something. We feel very much bad about things. We are feeling very much downcast. Situation may not be favorable for us, but next day, next minute, I will be growing up. When you are throwing a ball into the floor, how much strong you are throwing it, it will come back. That's called the beauty of the rubber ball. So, like a rubber ball, if you are falling down, come back with the same speed or faster than that. If you find that something is stumbling on us, stumbling block is there, a stone is there on our way, what we have to do? Use it as a stepping stone. Use it as a stepping stone. Otherwise we can fall upon it. We can go by the side of it. But it's not the way. We can use it as a stepping stone for greatness. That's what the author is telling us. So another one is Henry Ford. You might have heard about Henry Ford, who is the first one to create a motor vehicle. But the funny thing is that he forgot to keep a reverse gear in his first vehicle. That was a failure, we may feel. But now you know the best cars are available with Ford only, Henry Ford. And his family is continuing the legacy. So setbacks may happen. Setbacks may happen. We may fail. Others may feel that we failed in our life. But what we have to do? So we'll see. We'll see a small sentence from there. Setbacks are inevitable in life. A setback can act as a driving force and also teach us humility. So we are in a great position. At that time a big problem came upon us. Same as our corona maybe. This corona might have made everyone to go back. The greatest, the number one nation in the world is having the most casualty in the world. 80,000 or more people died in America, for example. And our Prime Minister is telling that after this corona we will be going back by 5 years maybe. So, everyone is suffering. There are a lot of deaths. And this is a great issue that we face all over the world. At that time also, we should not lose our hope. These setbacks will make us to think about what is going on around us. We may have to think about the nature. Today morning, while I was sitting in my room, I saw about 30 peacocks coming in front of my house. What is the meaning of that? They are able to come on. The nature is changing. And we have heard that the different rivers in the country and everywhere is becoming beautiful. It's become purified. And it said that from Bihar we can see the top of the Himalayas. What is the meaning of that? The air became purified. Same way, it may be considered, the corona attack may be considered as a setback. Even that can be taken as a positive thing because the atmosphere become clear. The ozone layer has become stronger. That's what it is said. So the climate will be changing. If you use it in a proper manner, we will be able to survive. And survival is the meaning of the experience that we are getting. So, when you are failing, what you have to think? What I learned from this experience? What is the experience that made me to grow? Some kind of experience we have learned from any bad situation. So, that is the way that we have to. The motivation to succeed comes from the burning desire to achieve a purpose. Yesterday, in the first lesson we have seen, if you don't have a purpose in life, if you don't have a goal in our life, it's very difficult to hold on. So, what we have to say, a burning desire is required. If you are to be successful, a burning desire with God-given intelligence can create things. Again, we have seen every country is trying to find out a vaccine for the coronavirus. So some are doing or reaching to the level. In our country also we are also doing. There should be people with burning desire that I should do something. Yesterday we spoke that we should be altruistic. We should think about others also. We should not be selfish. When we are thinking about other people, we will be able to do something for the people. There should be people who will be able to test the vaccine. Sometimes it may be fatal, they may die, but they are ready to face that trouble. Sometimes with death also we will be able to be successful. So that is what the lesson is telling us. Then there is a story that is given by the author. A story is that Socrates was asked that how I can be a successful person. A young man went and asked Socrates, how I will be successful? How can I be a successful person? Socrates told him, you come in the morning tomorrow, we will see on the bank of the river. He came in the morning, both of them went into the river. When they were almost in the middle of the river, when he was almost till the brim of up to his nose, Socrates took him by force and pressed him down into the water. And Socrates was very strong. This boy could not escape from him. And almost when he was going to die, he became blue in color. He was not having any oxygen. At that time, almost died at that situation, he was lifted up. And then Socrates asked, what did you want when you were almost dying? He said, air, oxygen. Then Socrates said, this is what success means. If you want to have success with that burning desire, then you will be able to be successful. Otherwise, it is not. Wait, 2 minutes. So, what happened is that much burning desire is required. If you burn a small fire, that will not allow us to have a big achievement. So, small fire is not enough. To cook rice, for example, a candle will not be enough. We have to have a gas stove or some firewood which is burning is required. That's the way that we have to be successful. A burning desire is required. Whatever you want to be, want success, you have to have a burning desire. So, if you think, I'll read this particular passage for you. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you don't, but think you can't, it's almost a cinch that you want. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out in the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the mind of the person. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life battle don't always go to the stronger and faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. So that's what I would like to say. If you want to win, it's in the mind of the people. Our mind can decide what we want. First, it should come in the mind. Yesterday we talked about the personality. And that we have seen. First, it is the thought. Second, it comes to action. Then it comes to habit. Then it becomes a behavior. Then it becomes the character. That's our personality. Let our personality be a successful personality. Failure may come, will not fail. We will get up. That's what Nick was telling. Without hands and legs, he said, if I fail, if I fall, I'll try to get up. I'll try to get up. So, at any moment, the feeling that we should have is try to be a successful person. Thank you very much for listening to the class, and tomorrow we'll continue with the third lesson. Thank you very much.